We got 2 more movies left, and then we're done with this hellhole.
Until they make the 7th one.
Yeah, we won't be covering it.
Sharknado 7, the reboot.
Sharknado 7. Everything good comes in 7s.
Yeah. So that's the saying. Alright, yeah, sure.
Alright, so I'll pick my celebrity I think it's going to live. I'm going to say Bret Michaels. I'm going to say that he's going to hit a shark with a guitar, and then he'll live.
Oh, is that what we're...
No, it still hasn't die.
I was going to say...
But
can we get points for they live
but we've been on a good track record of finding people that...
I mean, you got that one.
Because Jared, we that was the first time, so we said that.
I don't remember who you picked in the second or the third one.
Yeah, I remember who I picked. It was yeah, who was it? Oh well, you go ahead and pick yours.
Well, I'm Tony Hawk. He's gonna die doing Tony Hawk things, like a skateboard and what.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say he's gonna go flying in the air, and then the shark's gonna eat him. But I don't know.
I want to see him do the McTwist or whatever his signature move was.
Yeah. Oh.
Hopefully this movie isn't bad.
Yeah, we'll see you in about 5 hours.
It's gonna feel like 5 hours.
Hey, we're like 1 movie away from being done with the entire series.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, easy explanation. Wherever Finn goes, where it's Italy, Egypt, Switzerland. They didn't go to France, which is funny. Germany. Well, they didn't go to Germany.
Brazil.
And then London. And then Australia. Wherever he goes, it gets destroyed. And then with the plot twist, before Endgame became Endgame and Infinity War was Infinity War.
Yeah, so the whole movie is Finn is on a globe-trotting adventure to save his son, who's in.
You ruined. I was saying a thing, and I thought you were gonna go into it, and
I
then.
don't care.
Oh, I gotta finish this. I want to finish this before you go globe-trotting.
Whatever.
Trotting with the Ric Flair thing, the woo, shooting.
Sure, everything's been sucked out of me. I got nothing.
No, it's yeah. So. I don't know where I was going. My brain just got fried.
You were gonna do it. The Infinity
yeah,
War
before Infinity War was a thing, and before Endgame was a thing. This is the end times for Finn Shepard.
Yeah, they killed all his friends and family, and
yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's like off screens. The son calls the oldest son. He's like, "Mom's or Grandma's dead.
The neighbor's dead.
This dude that just showed up, who's a homeless guy, is dead.
My sister's dead. I'm dead.
Oh, his girlfriend's dead. No, his girlfriend died in the last one.
Yeah.
I forgot they killed her off.
I forgot. It doesn't matter. Yeah, and anyway, Bret Michaels died during a guitar solo.
Fighting off sharks. Yeah, we were eating hot dogs, and then he got they crashed into him with a London bus, a double decker, and Jeb's like, "Oh, there's your 2 points right there." And
I was like, "Congratulations on your 2 points." You're like, "Oh, he's not dead yet." I'm like, "Yeah, congratulations. He's gonna die, and the intro's gonna stop."
And then he fought the sharks, and then he died. I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, and then
I'm happy.
Tony Hawk showed up later. He did do a McTwist or something like that, and then he left. He just decided, yeah, my job's done. Okay, bye.
Which is funny because before we were picking it, I was gonna pick Tony Hawk too. I think you were gonna pick Bret Michaels for the second one.
As we were scrolling through the cast, I'll admit I didn't recognize. I recognized 3 people out of the.
I saw El Roker. I was like, well, he ain't gonna die. He's been in 3 of them.
Didn't he die in one of them though?
I thought they implied they died, but yeah, they brought him back.
Yeah, no. Positives. The credits. While they still made me sick, I'm feeling slightly better than the last time. Negatives. This movie existed.
This movie,
and they're gonna part 2 it.
This movie really, so every movie has been a positive for Finn Shepard. He's like yesterday we were calling him Superman, because it's like everything he does, he's just good at. Like, You know, when the first movie came out, he was like he was a surfer and a bartender, and all of a sudden he can fly an airplane, he can fly
rocket ship,
helicopters, you know, spaceships, smart cars, anything.
Trains.
And so we were like, oh, he's a Superman of things, and plus he's from Kansas. Where now in this movie, his son gets trapped in a twister, and the whole plot of the movie is we're gonna save this kid, and he gets this artifact, which Nova's the one. I blame Nova more than Shepard for taking this thing, but it basically causes the world to have to fight the Sharknados, and he gets this artifact and he can summon Sharknados at any time. And Jacob's like, doesn't he want to warn these people that he's summoning this?
He just walks outside and it's like, Sharknado! It's like, sir, you're in the middle of Rome. Please think of literally anybody else. and he doesn't care, and he uses the Sharknados to teleport now.
I think what really pisses, and this has been every single movie. What pisses me off is the not continuity of the Twister. How the hell can they stand right in front of a Twister while the Twister's destroying Big Ben? You know, not the football player. But
there's a football player named Big Ben?
Steelers Roethlisberger. Oh. They call him Big Ben because he's like tall.
Oh, that's
he falls when too. But anyways, yeah. But like, they can jump. They can jump in the Twister, and like because of plot armor, sharks attack them, but they just they kill a shark off real quick.
He gets a chainsaw from the Pope that shoots lasers indiscriminately, I might add. But they always hit their mark. And, yeah.
And they're flying around in this Twister that should be knocking you unconscious, but it's just like James like, oh, I hate that we're using the Twisters as a teleportation. Because every time they go on a Twister, they go somewhere new. Yeah. And it's really dumb. If you were wondering if Nova was going to come back next movie, she's not.
She probably will. The next movie's about time travel.
But she's part of this group called the Sisterhood of the Traveling Sharks, and
that's not what they're called.
That was off the top of my dome too. But they go around shark hunting, and they're like, yeah, we're better than a government because we're more efficient.
We're more efficient because there's no red tape here. We can just go in, do whatever we want, and then leave.
And you know what Nova does? She flies into Godzilla's mouth and dies.
Sharkzilla.
Yes. But it takes place in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't say Japan. How the hell did we forget that one?
It's fine. It's fine.
They just want to have a shark. I really wish they would just make a giant shark.
I would have preferred that, but like no, they gotta have the sharks fucking
just
flopping around.
Make a shark. Just make it look like Godzilla, but just a giant shark head walking around, just like.
It doesn't even have to look like Godzilla. It could just be a big shark that flops down the street. And
then we found out that Tara Reid is actually the mother of the child because she sounds just like. I swear to God, they took the child's voice, just stuck it over in her voice. I was like,
Yeah, she's holding down the rope for Finn when he goes into the first or one of the when they go into the first second when he gets the chainsaw and she's just standing there.
It's like if you don't care about this movie, I don't want to care about this movie.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
So we got one more movie.
Yeah, we can retcon all.
Oh yeah, the other thing that you said that I agree with. It's like why do we care about these characters if these characters are just gonna die off?
It's starting to become more like the old parody movies, like the scary movies and whatnot. Like where they want you to point and go, oh, I know that person. Oh, they're dead now.
Yeah.
Like before you can even say, I know that person, they are dead. There's one lady at the beginning where some guy gets eaten, and she's asking Finn about him, and he's like, oh, he got eaten, and she's like, well, everybody's expendable, and then she dies, like, immediately. Like, It's like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't care. You can show me all these famous people, but like if you're just gonna kill them off immediately, then like, why do I care?
Yeah, it seems like they got the message. It seemed like last episode or last movie, like none of the celebrities died. They're like, oh, we can't really kill off these celebrities, and then this one, like, oh, okay, we'll just kill them all off.
They still didn't kill off Gilbert Gottfried.
I was really hoping. I was like, that'd be so funny to kill off Gilbert Gottfried. That'd be even though what's his name didn't die in the next movie, Hasselhoff, but it would have been funny if he was like.
No, but Gilbert Gottfried was still probably the best part of this. It's sucking up lions and gazelles, and the lions are chasing the gazelles, and the sharks are chasing the lions. It's a stampede-nado.
The other thing that was annoying is just they're like, oh, we're in America, and we got our Chicago news guy in Tokyo. Yeah, in Japan.
You just touched down. I'm like, how? Why? Why did you send him over there?
So why'd you send him
known?
It's like because it's also like the same station. It's just like ABC News or whatever it is, or I think I don't know if it's ABC or if it's NBC, but it's one of the two, and it's just the same one. Just like we are blah 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 Australia, we are blah 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 Tokyo, we are blah 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 Brazil, and it's like, okay, just hire the people over there, you know.
No.
Yeah. And then they had a Pokemon Go reference, and
that was topical. I mean, it was 2017, so sure.
Yeah, when I worked downtown, it was crazy. Like I know it's off topic, but like that. I mean, I get why they put the Pokemon Go reference in there because like it was hordes of people from like, you know, probably like 5 until 9. Mm-hmm. Just it was crazy. It was cool, but yeah, so I could see why they put the Pokemon Go reference in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Oh god, one more to go.
So yeah, we'll finish it up. Finish it strong, and maybe. Oh, the other thing too. You can leave in the comments below. You know, of course, this is gonna come out after. But if they do go back in the past and recon everything, you know, do the points still stand or the points go? Who knows? I mean, celebrities.
I mean, if they don't,
we'll have to figure out how
they
they're
don't
gonna do this.
explicitly show the celebrity again, they're dead. They died.
So,
it's over. Okay.
It's been long enough. Hey guys, welcome back to the final Discovering Shark Week. Well, I guess it's not technically the final, but we're going to do one more video after this. I'm Aaron.
Oh, Jared, we haven't been introducing ourselves.
Have we not?
I don't think so.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
Well, this might be the last time you hear of us, so let's, you know. So we're skipping.
In this context.
Yeah, in this context. We still got the Scarecorn coming up in a couple of months, so. Yeah, so we're gonna skip the kill, you know, who the celebrity dies. So we've already watched the movie, so we already know. So, but like, it was a great movie. I'm just gonna say it was such a positive movie. Jake was like, "This is the greatest work of art I've ever seen."
No, this was the.
He's
best.
like, I got to portray a character, so I got to be negative on it. But he's like, secretly, I like this movie.
Yeah, it was the best. Hey, let's have some people stand on the green screen for like 6 hours.
Yeah, this movie. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's bad. I liked it more than the last movie, but the last movie was a low bar. So
I mean, yeah, I guess it was.
We're like one rung up.
5,
yeah.
So like.
So plot point: Finn goes to. They go to the past, and then they go by eras. They got to
stop the Sharknado of that era, and then there's a fight between him and Nova because Nova wants to save her granddad, and Finn's like, you can't do that, and then they're like, fine, you can save your granddad, and then they go to the future where Robot Wife is taken over, and Wife is there, and then they're like, well, we're going back to the first Sharknado movie, and then they get in the time tornado, and the JPEGs are in the background, and then the movie ended.
Yeah, well, the movie ended with everybody together.
Yeah, they go back to the bar where it all started, and there's no Sharknado. There's now an alligator tsunami, though.
Yeah, there was a touching. The dude from Home Alone, the father, he got to be there even though he passed away.
They didn't even credit him.
They didn't credit him?
They credited him as the character as himself. Not the actor as the character, character as himself. Which I guess makes sense because it's stock footage of the character.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty... So this is like, to me, this is like the best movie to end on. And it's like, hey, Sharknado didn't invent the shark movies. That was like kind of Jaws. Jaws was like the first, was either the first or one of the first movies to kind of like capture people's attentions of like, oh, sharks, and then Sharknado I think kind of regenerized it with like the somehow it collided perfectly with Discovery Channel with them doing Shark Week, and I think it was like one of those things where it's just like it hit. And so like this movie why we start doing Sharknado, or not Sharknado, why we start doing shark movies, because we're like, oh, I keep buying these shark movies. Let's make a video, a series out of it. We'll do like a Shark Week, and we'll make a funny title that you'll regret the next year. So you just abbreviate it, and but like to end on this movie where it's like, hey, we're gonna go back to basically we're gonna retcon everything, and it's like, cool. This is the last movie that we're ending on, and it's retconning.
I wish it could have retconned it sooner, so we didn't have to watch 6 movies.
Yeah. I wish they would have took out one of the movies, like maybe like 4, and then like made 5 better, and then made 6 better.
I'm asking a lot of these guys.
I know. Yeah, I'm assuming that the money dried up from Sci-Fi, because I bet you, because like I said, with like Shark Week, I think was still big, but I don't think it nothing lasts forever. And so I think the movies, either the person who was directing the movies was like either tired, this is me speculating, like hey, Sci-Fi's like, hey, we want another shark movie. The guy's like, okay, well we need $5 million for this. I'm like, hey, how can you do it at $1 million? Well, I don't know. I guess we can try doing $1 million. So I assume that there's probably like something, but like, yeah, it's just, this movie was just like, everything was like green screen, like Neil deGrasse. Is it Neil Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Where he was like standing, and I kind of noticed it, but I didn't really think about it. And Jay's like, wow, they couldn't even get props for the...
they couldn't get a set.
Yeah.
Because like, you can tell he's just on a green screen. I'm looking up the budgets right now. I want to see how much... there's 3 spin-offs.
Really?
Levantula, Sharknado, Heart of Sharkness, and Tu Lava Tulantula.
Okay.
We're not watching that.
No. This is the final episode of DSW. But, well, yeah, one more. We're going to do, tomorrow, we're going to do a special, and we're going to rank from memory all the shark movies that we watched. And we're going to have the definitive DSW what shark movies you should watch, and it's gonna be fun because we're looking and go, what the fuck was this one?
There's a video game?
I believe it. It's probably mobile.
Sharknado, the video game, endless running game.
Endless running. If you were to ask me, like, what do you think the Sharknado is?
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
I would have been like, you're probably station. And it's a mobile game with the twister spinning around, and you gotta tap the sharks, and that'll kind of shooting them. Like I said, Endless Runner. If it's free, maybe I'll.
It's probably taken down by now.
I'll probably.
It was based off the second movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I would have thought maybe like. Well, that was popularity. I mean, that was when that they started going off on getting celebrities. Yeah, it just kind of, I don't know. The movie just was like, they just like. The last two movies were just kind of like, oh, where do we go from here? We destroyed Washington, we destroyed L.A., we destroyed New York, and
I'm not having an easy time finding
the budget.
These numbers. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're really interested in it, just text me the budgets, and I'll put it like in a screenshot in the thing or whatever. But if you don't see any text, or if you guys don't see any pictures on the thing, that means Jacob didn't give a shit. He's like, I'm done with this series. No, but I don't know. Like I said, it is kind of cool. Like, I didn't know anything about Sharknado besides it being, a Sharknado, and I didn't realize that they're going to branch. So when I first heard of like Sharknado, I thought the Mark McGrath, I heard that he's like the star, like he's taking over, and I don't know if that's the one movie that he was in, but like
it could have been the spin-off.
I'm wondering if it's a spin-off because I think they were like making his character like be important because he like supposedly he was the not opposite, but like he was the best friend of Finn Shepard, and I thought he was gonna go off and do his own little thing because he was in number 3 for like a short period of time and then you never saw him again.
Oh, I think I found it. Okay, so Sharknado had a $2 million budget. The last Sharknado.
All right, before where are you getting the information at? Just in case the people.
I just typed in Sharknado budgets, and I don't have a site. It's just
Google telling you.
Yeah, it's
okay.
So it could be AI. It could be fake.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. I mean, not that we're like, that's.
Let's see. I'm not seeing Sharknado 2 on the list here, but Sharknado 3 had 2.4 million. Sharknado 4 had 3. Sharknado 5 had 5. And then the last Sharknado was 3 million. And then if you were curious, Ghost Shark had 1.8 million.
Did we watch that one?
No. It's one that I wanted to. But I don't want to at this point.
No, yeah. Sorry, I was saying that. In my head, I was already like thinking of something. I was like, oh, we should like look up one of the shark movies that we really like.
Two-Headed Shark Attack had a $1 million budget.
Really, and that one was better. Like that was probably I'm gonna say that was probably like Land Shark was probably my favorite. And then
we didn't watch The Meg, did we?
No, we watched
The Meg
two.
Okay, because The Meg had a $130 million budget.
Oh my god! What? Well, I mean,
Jason Statham don't come cheap.
He's 120 million. Now that movie was. I mean, it was pretty good for the graphics. I'm thinking. I'm not.
The Meg 2 was 129 million.
Meg 129.
Supposedly.
Wow, and Sharknado didn't even get over 20 million.
For all 6 of them. Yeah, I know it.
How much money do you think that they made on that? Like, do you think they made more?
Too much.
Do you think they made more money than the Meg had ever made?
No. No, because I'm sure the Meg made all the money. Well,
I apologize for me coughing, by the way.
Don't worry, I cough all the time. It's my favorite thing to do in the videos.
When Phil's talking.
Yeah, I'll just do that. And it's fine.
If anybody was still watching, they just turned off. Like, I can't do this. Yeah, I was doing a voice earlier. There was what's her name? Nova got to meet her younger self. And for some reason, the character just looked like a demon. The character didn't look like a demon, but I was like, the character should be played like a demon. I was like, "Rawr, I'm legitimately." I'll say it a little deeper, but yeah. Oh, they did bring back Vivian A. Fox, so it was confirmed. I didn't look up I knew who Vivian A. Fox was because I think she was at Independence Day, and so but I didn't know what she looked like today. So when her name popped up on the credits, at the opening credits, I was like, oh, cool, they're bringing her back. So that was Vivian A. Fox that got killed off screen. Oh, yeah, you made a great point. Jacob's like, he's like, wow, yeah, so we missed a big plot point. Gil. I fucking hate that they named him Gil because I think Finn is his name. But Gil, by the way, okay. First of all, I love that they set up. I think it was Don. Wants whatever the fuck his name is. He's like another like big celeb.
Oh, Don Woodgrimmer.
Yeah,
yeah.
He was set up to be
Ludendorff or something.
Yeah.
I probably got his name wrong.
He was set up to be future Gil, and then I think he didn't know what movie he was in. He's like, ah, fuck, I ain't doing Sharknado.
I think it was more they got him cheap. They probably went to like Cameo or whatever, and they're like, hey, dude, we'll give you like $100,000 if you show up and you drive a 4-wheeler or a Jeep or whatever.
So Gil goes back. So his future self goes back, and he saves everybody who died. So he saves the guy who's a bitch.
Not everybody.
Well, not everybody.
Just a few people.
I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure if Home Alone guy didn't die, he'd probably be brought back. But like this lady standing up on top of the mountain. So like Finn gets sent back to the past, like the Jurassic World part, and then there's this lady standing out there. I'm like, I bet you $5 that's Nova, and she jumps down and takes her helmet off as Nova, and then the baseball guy pops up, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. I mean, I knew who he was, but I couldn't remember who.
Yeah, which movie he came from.
And then there's a lady on pterodactyl, and I was like, I bet you $5 that's Tara, and it's like popped up, and I was like, wow. I mean, it's not hard. I don't know. But then, yeah, Vivian Fox comes back. And Jim's like, that's really fucked up that he put the one people in Jurassic World. And then he puts Vivian Fox in the most racist time period.
Because she's in the Wild West. Probably the worst time.
And this is like... See, what I didn't like, she's like, oh, I'm going to sacrifice myself. And then she didn't die. And I was like...
And then she became president or something.
Yeah, then she ran for president. Yeah. I vote for her.
In the new timeline.
Yeah, this... Tara, I don't know. Tara was still Tara. Like, at least she wasn't screaming.
I mean, they got their money's worth. They cloned her 1,000 times, and that all happened.
Yeah, it was I don't know.
It really felt like it decided to have an identity crisis near the end, where it's like, now we're in the future, but we're not being attacked by sharks, we're being attacked by Tara Reeds, and she's evil robot, except she still loves Finn, because Finn's the greatest.
Finn is Superman.
And then they go back in time, and she pretends to be Gil, and she gets Finn's family motto wrong somehow. and then they go into Time-Nado, and it just feels like nothing is happening. Like, there's like 12 characters in the background. They're all doing things, but nobody's doing anything.
They're all real people, too, which I would feel bad. Like, hey, you want to be in Sharknado? Oh, I'd love to be in Sharknado. And then all of a sudden you're in the time capsule thing, and you can barely see who it is. Like, they show the people, and it's like...
Yeah, those were people, all right. They were there. They had names somehow for some reason. You couldn't tell who they were supposed to be, but, you know, they were there.
Like, they had, I think, Muhammad Ali boxing some guy.
I think the other guy was Joe Louis.
And then, like...
Confucius was in there.
Hitler was in there. They really had to play Hitler. They really wanted Hitler.
Yeah.
They really
they
wanted Hitler.
They put him in the animated intro, and he was a shark, and then Finn smashed his head.
Like,
and then he shows up in the Time-Nado doing his salute, and the shark comes and eats his arm, and then he just sort of disappears into the background.
I was gonna say, if anybody was gonna have, I want to say cool death, because maybe in their minds they didn't want Hitler to have the coolest death. But if they're gonna do like a death that was like, you want to remember that death, like that was like the coolest death. Like, oh, we thought that if Finn got eaten by a shark, and then the shark got eaten by a shark, and then that shark got eaten by a shark, and you know, blah blah, blah, you know, like all Hitler's was his arm got taken off. Like, we've seen that in every single movie.
We saw that in this movie with Billy the Kid, and his arm was still shooting.
Like, that was even cooler, because I was like, how? But Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. To me, if I was gonna do it, if I was gonna play Hitler in the movie, I'd have him have like the coolest fucking torturous death.
I just wanted to put him in the movie, honestly.
That too. I wouldn't put him in the movie, especially if you're not gonna go to that time period. Like, you met. I guarantee you, they sat around there.
You know what? No, we already did the Nazi sharks, and that was bad.
Yeah,
that was kind of the worst movie we watched.
Think about it. You know, they sat around a table and said, "Let's go to Germany," and people are like, "No." But really, I mean, Germany. Like, come on, guys. Like World War II. Like, no. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm glad to be free of this
horrible curse.
This horrible curse. Retrospective. Shark movies suck because there's such a little premise of what you can do. Like, I just think back to Bull Shark, and it's like, you're on land. How the fuck did you die to a shark? Like, I mean, in reality, I think we said this in previous movies. I know I was going to end it, but we were like, okay, we're only going to do weird shark movies. And then when somehow I just started buying shark movies, I was like, let's do this. Get my money's worth. But, like, these movies sucked.
Yeah, I know.
This series sucked.
There was maybe 3 good shark movies.
Like, the Saw one. That one could have been good, but it sucked.
It's because it wasn't even about the shark. It's just it was shark adjacent.
Like, oh, how do we make this idea and not get copyrighted or not copyrighted, but sued for this. But yeah, so we'll see you one more day, the official ranking, and then you guys are all free to never have to sit through another shark movie again. Oh, I'll give one last. I know. My people call me the one more time guy, and I do it like 3 times in a row. So I'll give a quick overview. So I watched this one movie with the oil shark, and it was so bad, and I was like, I am so glad that we were done with shark movies. For some reason, it was like thinking like $5. I was like, I'll buy this movie, and it was terrible. And I saw it like I had on like the 1.5 speed because you told me about that. You're like
yeah. When I watched Giant Squid versus Mega Shark or whatever, I'm just like, this movie's fucking boring.
Let's just put on 1.5 speed, and I'm like, you can do that. And so like I just put it on 1.5 because I was like I felt committed to doing it because we still hadn't finished the shark, because this is like halfway between the Christmas movie and then the Sharknado series, and I was like, I'll do it because I feel like I'm a shark guy. And once I got done watching that movie, I'm just like, I am so fucking glad that I've never had to watch another fucking shark movie again. Because I don't even want to buy shark movies. I don't want to see shark movies. Sharknado I thought was going to be like not the regenerative, but like the goodbye to shark movies. And it was like, good fucking bye to these fucking shark movies. Okay, now we can end it. Unless you got nothing else.
No, I got nothing. We'll see you next time.